This is the pack out for my upcoming snowshoe trip. Sit tight. So for the last month, I've been talking about actually doing something outside. That time has finally come. That's right, I'm going outside. Behind me is my pack out for an upcoming snowshoe trip that I'll be doing on Monday. I will be doing a solo overnight. That's a little misleading in the sense that I am hiking to what is known as Peter Grubb Hut in the Sierras. It is about a 3.5 mile snowshoe in. There could be people there, there could not be people there. It's really a stripped down hut. All there is a stove inside and I think a bench and some places to sleep. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stay in the hut. I might just throw up a tarp somewhere. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So let's just dive right into this. First off is the pack. This is a KELTY Lakota 65. I've had it for quite some time now. This pack is great. It has just enough organization in there to kind of keep things in its place. And the great thing about it is it fits a big sleeping bag and it actually fits everything that I'm taking on this trip perfectly. So I'm pretty happy about that. Next up is the sleep system. This is a North Face Dolomite 40. It's a 40-degree bag. I know that seems really light for going into the middle of a snow-covered backcountry, but my intention is to sleep in the hut, to be candid with you. And I really don't think that the temperatures are gonna get below freezing. I actually think it's gonna be pretty warm in there, hence this bag. Just in case though, this is a fleece sleeping bag liner. It should add a couple extra degrees to the bag. These are both rectangle shapes. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm a pretty big guy. I'm 6'4", 240, and I like to be comfortable. It's really about the shoulder area for me in mummy bags. I can never get zipped up. So that's why this. Thermarest Z-Lite Sol. This is going to be the bottom part of my sleeping pad system. This still has the packaging on it. I actually loaned mine out to my wife's cousin who's in the Philippines. I may or may not get it back, so if I do get it back, this is going back. Sorry, REI. On top of that, I have the REI Rail 1.5. This is a self-inflating pad. So this will go on top of the Thermarest. I think that will probably give me an R value close to 5, so I should be plenty fine with that if I stay in the hut. Even if I don't, I think I'll be pretty fine. Also, in this compression sack, I actually have 2 pillows. They are the Sierra Designs Dry Loft pillows. I have 2 of them in there because they suck. There's also all of my clothes in here. There are 2 pairs of extra socks, a pair of long underwear for bottom and a pair of long underwear for top, and an extra pair of underwear. I probably will use this just as a full pillow and just kind of take the compressions down and literally just sleep on that with it, you know, compressed out for a little bit of a softer feel. Oh, also in here too, I have a heavy duty pair of snow gloves. I have a hat, a snow hat, and I have a balaclava or whatever you want to call it. It's actually a Huck face shield for my fishing. And so it's actually really lightweight and has holes in it so condensation won't build up on the outside. So I'm choosing to bring that. Also in my pack, this is a Mountain Hardwear thermostatic jacket. This puff goes down really, really small. It'll go in the lid of my pack. I also have a North Face hard shell. This is really kind of a glorified semi-insulated rain jacket. I've had it for a couple years. I absolutely love the thing. It's a little bit bigger, so if I have to put the thermostatic jacket on, I can put this over on top of that and it'll be fine and it'll be nice and toasty. About 70 feet of paracord. This is Titan's paracord, not the survival cord. This is my survival pack. And as you can see, it's attached, yes, to a fanny pack. The fanny pack is literally for when I get to the destination. There are a couple of peaks that I would like to climb, and I don't want to carry a full pack doing that. So I'll ditch my full pack, strap on the fanny pack. This will go through, you know, the webbing on the back, like I said, with the molle webbing. This will thread through, and I'll bring this along just in case. But you know, I'm not going to lug a huge pack up just to do a little bit of extra miles. Trekking poles. These are Kelty. They're bottom of the rung trekking poles. I bought them at Sam's Club, I think. So they should do the trick. They have the big gaskets on it, so I really do like that aspect of it. Nalgene bottle for water. The stainless steel. There's a nesting cup in here. This is just a thermal koozie. I don't think it's going to be that cold where things are going to freeze, but it actually has this great carabiner on it, so I can hang it off the back part of my pack, because this will never have water in it. This is literally to process water. Gerber MLF2. Love this knife. I've had it for 4 years. It's never let me down. Schrade folding shovel. I'm going into pretty deep snow. You never know. There should be some sort of trail blazed, but in case there's not, or of course if I want to stop and process some water, I'll probably dig a little bench or a little chair and sit down on that. Schrade survival hatchet. The Corona razor saw. I'm not sure if I'm bringing this. It'll be a last minute decision. Lighting. This is the A-Tactical A1. This is a great flashlight. It is rechargeable with a small USB cable. Headlamp. I think this is the Petzl Tikka. Extra batteries for the headlamp and for my Garmin. I probably won't use it because I have a map, I have a compass, I know how to orienteer. I used to do it as a kid, but like I said, the trail will most likely be blazed. Whistle, thermometer, battery pack. This is for charging the GoPro. It's for charging the flashlight, for charging my phone. This runs my Lowrance 4X on my kayak for about 48 hours. Yeah, it's 20,000 AAH. This will last me a couple of charges. I doubt I'll need it that much. This is another backup battery cell. It's a little bit more lightweight. Probably can charge an iPhone one time. This is kind of neat. I actually bought this in the airport when we were going to Maui, and they sold it in one of those vending machines, and you can recharge it, which is pretty cool. Regarding the GoPro, I am bringing probably not my session because the audio is not that great and the stabilization of the video. I'm going to strap it on to my pack with this clip. This is pretty cool, actually. Little tripod. I don't own a Joby. This will be great because I'll be able to hold handkerchief, toiletry bag, toilet paper, wet wipes, hand sanitizing wipes, a bunch of stuff, obviously for going to the bathroom. These are the no rinse bath wipes. I don't know, maybe I'll need to feel clean. Little toiletry kit. This has toothbrush, toothpaste, has nail clippers in there. It also has some pain medications such as Advil and Excedrin and Aleve. First aid kit. This is pretty decent size for just doing technically 2 days out in the backwoods. One of the things that I do suggest if you buy these things is to take out all of the generic stuff and put in brand names that you trust. If you trust the generic stuff, don't change it out, but like specifically with the Band-Aids, I like to use Band-Aid products. A little bit of suntan lotion, lip balm, sunscreen and the lip balm. In here is my secondary stove. Is a little Esbit pocket stove. There are wet fires in here. There are 2 lighters. There are, I'm gonna check, waterproof matches, and liquid hand sanitizer. Big cook set. This is the Primus ETA Express Stove. Fuel canisters in there. It's a brand new one. There's a pot to boil water. Regarding food, this is all Mountain House stuff. It's the pepper steak. There's breakfast in here. There's a ton of snacks. There's tea. There's sweetener. All that stuff. Kind of, you know, really won't be diving into this while I'm actually walking. I'll probably have snacks somewhere on the outside of my bag. I'm actually thinking putting it in this and kind of strapping this to the outside so I have a little bit more pocket space. Did I say pack towel? The UST Tube Tarp. Sans Steaks. I don't know, like I said, maybe I'll stay in the hut, maybe I'll throw this thing up, maybe I'll dig a snow cave, maybe I won't even make it up the hill. What I'm wearing up there on the actual hike, these are an old pair of Baffins that I have. I've had them for 6 years. They are completely and totally waterproof. However, I took the liberty of throwing some waterproofing on them again last night. I'll do another coating tonight. These things have never let me down. I don't know, I really like them. For top layer, gloves, these are EMS gloves. I keep saying EMS, and I think some people think that I work in a medical field or like I'm an emergency service person. EMS, Eastern Mountain Sports. It's an East Coast thing. They're defunct now. This is a Stoic lightweight t-shirt. That'll be the first layer on top. This is an EMS lightweight kind of quarter zip. This is a heavyweight Mountain Hardwear quarter zip fleece. That's what I'll actually be hiking in. I'd probably be sweating. These are lightweight right socks. I'm gonna wear a lightweight when I hike up because I just don't want my feet to kind of get burned up. So a pair of North Face pants that are convertible. They're not water resistant. They repel water, but if I get stuck, I don't know, in some random stream, I'll be screwed. But they dry quickly, which is great. Which reminds me, in that compression sack, I have a pair of rain pants that will slide over those so I can be waterproof if I need to be. Gators. These are the Outdoor Research, the Mountain High, the Rocky Mountain High ones. They're relatively inexpensive. They are waterproof on the bottom and they're breathable on the top, and they go over my calf. And like I said, I'm a big guy. It should work. Look, I'm pretty excited about this, but I'm also nervous about it. I'm going by myself to an area I've never been before. Granted, there'll probably be other people in the hut when I get there, but there's been so much snow that navigating could be tricky. That's why I'm going to rely really on the map. That's my pack out for my snowshoe trip. Oh, you know what? I'm missing one thing. How about snowshoes? These are the Tubbs Frontier 36. I'm a big guy, 240 plus a 30-pound pack. That puts me at 270, and these are good to 300. So I gotta wear the big boy shoes. Total weight for this pack is about 35 pounds. I'll probably be able to get it down a little bit more before I leave. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, and I'll talk to you soon.